Hey YouTubers! Welcome to this week's video. I pardon for the angle where I'm actually shadowed a bit. I had to plug my camera in because it started dying when I tried to do the first 2 takes of this video. Start the video, I would like everyone... Oh, come here, Bubble. To start the video, I would like everyone to wish this little boy a very happy birthday. He turned 5 on Thursday. I know, look how gigantic he is. Maybe he'll stop growing now that he's 5. But he turned 5 on Thursday. And I can't believe he's 5 already. It hasn't quite been 5 years since I got him. I got him in June of 2011. And he was born on April 7th. But I just thought I'd share that with everyone because I wasn't... I wasn't making videos last year on his birthday, so... Say hi, everyone! Okay, this week's video was going to be a book review, but, it is not a book review this week because the book I want to do just came out and I just finished it and I loved it. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone yet, so I will let you know the title in case you want to read it because you got like a month before I, will do the review on it. It's called Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, but I'm not doing my review on that because, like I said, just came out, want to give everyone time to read it, observe it, live it, love it. So this week we're going to have another teaching video. Teaching-esque. I don't think I'm really teaching anything here. I'm just giving my opinions and my advice. Unsolicited as they may be. But this week's writing video will once again tie in with this week's blog. So I will leave the link for the blog post down below. My blog will also be down there. But for now, this week's video is on alternate universes. Alternate universes, also known as AUs, they are a world that is almost... They are a world like the fanfiction, like the world you watch or read or whatever, but there is one or more things changed about it that changes the world. You can change whether the characters are human or not. You can change whether or not they're magical or not. You can change what type of world they live in, whether it's medieval, Renaissance, Dark Ages, post-apocalyptic, you know. And you can even AU them into other fandoms, but that's a whole other topic that we'll get into in another video. You can do anything. With alternate universes, it really is sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. Alternate universes, it's a very broad term. Not everything is an alternate universe. Like, I have a number of original characters that I do not consider alternate universes because I'm not changing anything about the world except for adding my character into it. Everything else stays the same. So in my mind, that's not an alternate universe. That's just a shift on canon. But it really is the writer's opinion. And it's also the opinion of the reader, in my opinion. I stopped saying the word opinion. I just said that word too many times. It no longer has any meaning. For me, my alternate universes, my original characters, I mean, for me, my original characters like Heidi and Effie and Grace, well, no, not Grace, she does change things. Grace is an alternate universe, but like Heidi and Effie, for me, they're not really alternate universes because, yeah, they've got their own storyline, but the main storyline is staying the same. I'm not changing the world. I'm not changing what any of the characters are. I'm just adding them and their little journey into it, meshing it with it together. So to me, I don't consider them alternate universes. I do have a number that I do consider alternate universes because, like with Grace, things change in the universe that aren't canon. Storylines change. Pairings change, and results of episodes change. Characters live that are supposed to die. Maybe Heidi is AU then. Well, she's not AU up until book 5, and then that's where things get AU because I flat out refuse to kill Remus, Sayers, and Tonks. Forget it. And Fred before any of my Heidi and Fred shippers panic. I swear to God, I'm not killing him. So yeah, what constitutes an AU, it really is in the eyes of the reader and the writer. And the opinion may turn out to be 2 different things, so... But there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. go ahead, do what you want. If you think it's an AU, awesome. If you don't think it's an AU, someone's gonna think it's an AU. Just deal with the opinion and move on. When it comes to creating AUs, in my personal opinion, if I'm changing the world, and if I'm leaving the characters and what they are the same, and I'm changing the world, I want to stick with the type of world that would be adaptable for what the characters are. Let's take an example here. I took Grace. I made an alternate, parallel story for Grace, with the whole universe tie-in, and I took her and put her in Sherilyn Kenyon's Dark Hunter series. But it worked because, first of all, she has the open mind to enter a world like that. Second, the world she's entering is very accepting of what's different, very accepting of her differences. You know, she's got these powers and everything that she passes on to her daughter, and it works, you know, because there are other people in that world that are different just like her. Whereas in her own world, she was kind of the odd man out. But I put her into a world where, okay, I shouldn't be saying I put her into a world. The bestie co-wrote it with me, so we put her into a world where she was accepted and she wasn't so much of an outcast as she was in her own world. But in the same way, you know, even in her own world, she still fit and she still worked because her family was very accepting and understanding of who and what she was. But see, things like that, you want to put them in somewhere where they're still going to mesh, where it's still going to make sense for that type of person to exist. Say I took my Teen Wolf character, and I can't continue that sentence without giving away spoilers. Damn it. Say you took a character with magical powers, and you suddenly threw them into a world where magic doesn't exist. Where it is literally like a straight up scientific, no such thing as magic. Magic can't exist. It can't exist. It won't exist. And you suddenly throw them in there with all these magical powers. The only thing you're going to do is get them burned at the stake. That's my opinion, though. I mean, if you want to try that and you want to throw a character, you know, if you want to take someone like Magnus Bane and chuck him back in, you know, into a robotic society where everything's automated by mechanics and everything, and I think I just talked about the Infernal Devices plot, but if you want to go ahead and do something like that, have fun with it. I give you props for having the bravery. I could never do that. My mind doesn't stretch and bend that way, and considering the different ways it stretches and bends, that's saying something. I have 3 recommendations when it comes to creating an alternate universe, though. First, dedication. Alternate universes take work. They do, because you have to remember, you know, what you've changed, how you've changed it, which brings us to the second one, which is consistency. You have to keep things consistent from beginning to end. You can't constantly change things. I'm doing that all the time. I'm having to go back and be like, no, this was already like that. We cannot make it like this unless you have a damn good reason for making it like this. So, dedication to your work and consistency in what you've changed. Do it. Make sure, I cannot stress enough how important those 2 things are. And my last one is the same thing I will give for like all stories all topics that I do for my writing videos and for my blogs. Research. Research the world research the world you're putting your characters into. Research the world they're coming from. Research what the characters are and if they'll be adaptable to that world. Research what you'd have to do to change their species. Just research. It always helps. Just research. Trust me, research. I mean, you couldn't have beat that word in my head when I was in school, but now with my writing, just research. That is our video on alternate universes. Oh, hey, I forgot a type of AU, gender benders. Those are the best AUs, where you change the gender of a character, or characters. Like if you're not into guy on guy, you switch it to girl on girl, or you switch one of the guys into a girl. Gender benders are amazing. But again, that also comes with tons of research. Just do your research. Okay, So that is this week's video on alternate universes. I will put the direct link for the blog post in the description in the description box below, along with all of my social media links. There may not be videos for the next 2 weeks because I am going to be in Virginia visiting my bestie, and we actually have stuff planned for this vacation. We've got a Luke Bryan concert, we've got a trip to Myrtle Beach, but I will try and vlog while I'm down there. I can't promise anything, but I will do my best. So I will keep you updated on, keep a lookout for Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr and Facebook and my blog, because that'll keep posting on. Typing is much different than sitting and recording a video. But, so keep an eye on my social media pages, and I will let you know if there's going to be a video or if there's not. But for now, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below leave me a comment below on your opinion of alternate universes. Whether you like them, whether you don't like them, you know, your preferred type of AU, just go hog wild. And I will see you guys in the next video.